In this video, I'm going to be reviewing the best AI thumbnail generator that I have ever used, and to prove it, I'm going to compare it against ChatGPT, because many of you might be thinking, well, why can't I just use ChatGPT? It's good enough. And in some cases, that's the truth, but this is something, for example, I generated with pixels, and so you can see that it looks like me, and it's pretty good. The only Pixel reviews that exist online are all affiliates. This is an affiliate video. This is an affiliate video. This is an affiliate.
This is 28-year-old Austin, and for the past few days,
Donut Mom.
The Beast. Why can't
Logan Paul.
These are times when YouTube videos aged a lot. Social back.
That'll happen, but it'll have to go through the process of
But why I'm going to jail for it?
that's how the process
Minor.
works. That'll happen, but it'll have to go through the process of
But why I'm going to jail for it?
that's how the process
Minor.
works.
Registration on the vehicle.
No one likes being arrested, but if you commit a crime, you've got to be willing to do the time.
And then you have a crack pipe in your hands, so it's like, come on.
Sorry.
Now, the cops don't care if you're at work, at your home, or at a preschool. If you've done something wrong, they'll be there. So, from a councilman being arrested after he was at court, to a DoorDash driver that decided to dash to the floor, and all the way to an employee that decided to steal from his employer. Here are people getting arrested at their jobs. So let's get straight into it with our first one. When you were 17, you probably did normal 17-year-old things, like go to school, hang out with your friends, sneak a few beers, and play some games. Well, this 17-year-old decided that he wasn't going to do these normal things. Instead, he decided to steal from his employer. Here's what happened on June 10th, 2022, when Chambly officers arrived on the scene.
So, 17-year-old on May 28th, he started doing fraudulent returns at the register, both for cash and putting money in his checking account by doing returns for credit. And that's the dollar amount, $2267.34.
2000.
So there's all these transactions are on video as well.
So, in just 10 days, this 17-year-old took almost $2,300. The manager of the store tells the officer that the culprit made a statement and that he has all the paperwork right there. The manager and the officer talk for a bit, but when the manager asked the officer what the process was going to be, he was given a shocking answer.
So what's the process? Because he's a minor and nothing
He's not a
happened.
minor.
I thought he was...
17, you go to big boy jail.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh.
So if you guys want to prosecute, he's going to DeKalb County. I'm going to talk with him first.
Yeah.
17 is minor still. Is it because of the felony charge?
No, it's because of his age.
His age? Okay.
16 and younger, you go to, DJJ, Department of Juvenile Justice. 17 and older, you go to the local county. It's crazy. 17, you go to jail, but 17, you can also be locked as a runaway child.
Interesting.
You can see that the manager feels bad for the kid, but calls the big boss to make sure that he wants to prosecute. And the big boss said,
Yep, the boss says we're going to go for prosecution.
the man escorts the officer through the store while Coldplay's Banger plays over the speakers. The officer gets to our suspect, who is quite relaxed. At least he was until he heard he was going to the big boy jail. The officer reads him his Miranda rights and goes on to ask him if you...
How do you like the pickle? How do you like the pickle fries? Are they tough or no?
Huh?
Nothing, I'm still alive.
questions.
Are you willing to answer any questions without an attorney present?
Like, so I have to have an attorney?
What do you mean?
Like, so I have to speak to an attorney, or?
No, that's not what I said.
No, I know, no, I understand what you're saying, but the yes or no, like.
Would you like to speak to me without an attorney here?
I can.
Yes?
I would want to, and like both.
I mean, if you rather talk to me with an attorney present, then we can't talk right now.
Did you use the whole packet or no? I couldn't use the whole packet.
Okay, so which one is better for like us?
I can't answer that for you. I can only ask you this, and it's either yes or no.
Okay, so I'll talk with an attorney.
Okay, perfect. Just hang tight, okay? Can I get
Our culprit's starting to realize that this situation is a bit messier than he thought it was, and asked the officer if he could call his mom. In the footage, you can clearly see how scared he is because he knows that he messed up. Luckily, he was quite cooperative and didn't try to fight off the officer, but as soon as those cuffs were on, he played the "I'm a minor" card.
Stand up. Come on. Put your hands behind your
You gotta call my mom at least?
We'll call her in the car. We'll call her in the car.
Wait, can I put my AirPods away?
I'll get it for you. Put your phone on the seat. Put your phone on the seat. Okay? Put your hands behind your back. Just face the wall, bro.
Alright, so I have a question.
I'll answer your questions, okay?
You gotta call my mom.
Why do I have to call your mom?
I'm on the.
Okay. You're being placed under arrest, though.
Where am I going?
County jail.
Wait, I didn't even call my mom though.
I don't have to call your mom, sir.
Why?
You're an adult.
I'm a minor. I'm only.
This bit really reminds me of the duck season, rabbit season joke between Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. You're a minor. No, you're an adult. You're a minor. No, you're an adult.
Rabbit season. Duck season. Rabbit season. Duck season.
I'm a minor. I'm only 17. I just turned 17.
State of Georgia.
Alright, so can you at least call my mom, please?
I said I will.
Alright, so can you get her number from my phone, please?
Okay. But I gotta put you in handcuffs. You're going to jail.
But for what though?
For theft.
What are you talking about? I asked him. I literally asked him. I said, can you take the money off my check? Literally.
Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Coker. I don't know your name. All right, so I asked you, can you take like the money off my check?
Yeah, unfortunately, I contacted corporate, and my instructions from my boss was to press charges based on the dollar amount, the 2,200.
Huh? Press charges?
Based on the dollar amount, correct.
But when I'm a minor, man, I asked you. I said you could take it off my check.
No,
I would work for the check.
No, I understand, but I have a boss like everybody else, and my boss instructed me to contact the authorities and file charges for the theft of the $2,200.
That's what I'm saying. I could literally pay the dues back. That's what I'm saying.
I understand. That'll happen, but it'll have to go through the process.
Let me introduce you to my creative assistant, Claude. Claude is an AI collaborator that...
But why I'm going to jail for?
Because that's how the process works.
In Georgia, you're not. The manager tells our arrestee that he's been fired, and over time he'll pay back what he stole. But he's still arrested. In 10 days, he stole $2,200, but the manager is still trying to help him. Sadly for our thief, he can whip out $100,000 right now, but he's still going to jail. No amount of tears or pleading will get him out of this. He's escorted from the building while Ava Max's banger of a song plays. And when they get to the car, the officer checks his ID and calls his mom.
Hello?
Johnny, what happened?
Bro, I tried to tell them, bro, that for me, I could give them all the money back, bro. It was not for me. For me, it was not for me, bro. It was for Ray Sean, bro, because he was homeless, bro, and I was helping, bro.
Who's Ray Sean?
Ray Sean, the one that I always used to be with in New York. The one that was like family, and I was.
So did they take you to jail?
I don't know. He said that I'm.
Yes, ma'am, I am.
See, he said since I'm 17, I gotta go to jail, but how?
Sir, please explain to me what's happening.
Yes, ma'am. This is Officer Black with City of Chambly. So we were called in.
I gotta like spit. Can I spell this for, please?
Go ahead. So we were called to Five Below by their loss prevention, stating that your son Jameer, over the course of 10 days, did 16 transaction frauds totaling into an amount of $2,267.34. Of that $2,267.34, $1,556.18 went to his debit card, and $711.60 he took out in cash.
Okay.
So, being that he did fraudulent returns, they wanted to prosecute and pursue charges on him. So being that they want to pursue charges on him, and he is 17 years of age, he gets transported to DeKalb County Detention Center. He does not go to juvenile court. He is 17 in the state of Georgia. 17, you are out.
His mother was quite distraught and asked the officer what was going to happen now. The officer tells her that they're going to the county jail and that her son will have a warrant and go before a judge, and then a judge will tell him what his bail or bond is. After that, he could call her and she could go over and get him out. The young thief talks to his mother over the phone, and the officer tells him that he shouldn't worry too much because by later that day or tomorrow, he'll already be out of jail.
It's not murder. It's a theft. You ain't gonna be in there for life. You're gonna be in there, your mom gonna come and get you, and then you'll be out. You'll be out today, as long as your mom can come up there.
Yeah, she can. That's why I was
so calm down.
I don't like being locked up, bro. It's like my fourth time being locked up, bro.
The young employee was charged with theft and taken to jail. After many tears and a call to his mom, he felt a bit better. The officer gives the address of the jail to the mom and tells him that after he's booked, he would go in front of a judge. His mother yells at him because he always gets manipulated by his friends and other people, especially since he has autism.
I'm so disappointed. Like I said, I'm just concerned. My son has autism, and I just don't, you know.
I got you. It's not like I explained to him to help him calm down. It's not the crime of the century. It's just it's theft, is what it is.
The officer handled this situation perfectly. There was no fuss or drama, and everything went smoothly. So what do you think about this arrest? What do you think about 17-year-olds being charged as adults? And what do you think is a fair punishment for this 17-year-old? Let us know down in the comments. And let's get straight into our next arrest. Our next culprit tried to make a break for it while New York police questioned her about an alleged reckless driving incident. Now you've most likely seen a short part of this video as a bystander took a video of the incident, and when it went viral, people from all over the world were upset with the officers. However, that was only a part of the story.
I'm doing DoorDash. Yeah, I got my, what you call it, title and everything for the bike.
You need a register. You need a license plate for it, though, so you can use it.
I can use the bike for DoorDash. I'm picking up a delivery right now. Yeah, I'm doing delivery right now for DoorDash. Yeah, was it a problem? It tells you.
Yeah, because you can't have this on the road.
Wait, it's on the sidewalk. It's a 49. It's
all you come across.
Yeah, it's a 49cc though.
Doesn't matter. If you're using it on the road, you have to have it registered with New York State. Do you have any paperwork for it at all?
Yes, I do. I can show you right now. Yes, I can show you right now.
I can see your license.
As the woman searches through her phone for the paperwork, the officer and the other woman talk for a bit. As the woman that was driving still scrolls through her phone, the officer once again asks for her license. And it seems as if this woman isn't going to give her license to the cops without putting up a fuss. Or maybe her license is a special color, a color the cops just can't see.
Why? I don't understand. I'm doing Uber Eats. I'm doing a job. She has her license.
You were driving this.
Yeah, but I was driving too.
Yeah, but she was driving.
But I drive it too.
That has nothing to do with it. She was driving, so we need to see her license because she can't
I'm
be
about to show you my title to the bike, sir.
Right.
I'm just trying to.
I understand, ma'am. But
I don't understand. I'm doing a job right now.
Driver, so since I'm with her, doesn't that make sense?
This is
no, she was driving. Main question is there's no registration on the vehicle.
I'm getting away. Stop! Why are you trying to take my bike? I'm trying to take my bike! Come on, I'm doing it! I'm not assisting the bike! I'm not assisting the bike!
You're under arrest! You're under arrest!
You slammed a girl for no reason! You had your gun, you had your hand on the gun with a female, he slammed on the floor!
You slammed a girl for no reason? Sir, she was trying to escape. Now, the officers might have gone a bit overboard, but why did she try to run? The friend of our suspect kept on recording, and the man who tried to intervene pulled out the race card before he walked away. This whole situation could have been handled calmly if the woman didn't try to put the dash in DoorDash. Our suspect tells her friend to call her mother because her uncle is a cop.
Call my mother. That's my uncle's a cop. You did this. That's so fuck. I just reminded y'all what I did. You said what? 49cc.
You like beating up girls.
I just put my hat on my head, call me. I'm doing the deliveries. The juices. Work around it because y'all.
All you need to do.
But I have the license. I told you that.
You have the papers for your car.
But I have it.
You try to run.
It doesn't matter. I had it.
I'm not arguing.
Yeah, I got a screenshot of it in my phone. I told him I'm doing Uber Eats.
Then provide the paperwork and not run. You try to run for no reason.
Yes, he's telling me I need a license. I don't have a license for the bike.
Now, when I was younger, I usually rode around in the passenger seat with my mom.
Search has changed. Introducing SEMrush One, uniting traditional SEO and AI search tools, all in one place. Measure and grow everywhere you're discovered.
World's first iPhone teardown review and failed experience of upgrading to 1 terabyte storage. I'm still live.
You're still live?
I'm live on my computer now. You're in Canadian? I love you.
Wait, you're reacting to this?
Yeah.
On the computer? You're reacting to an iPhone, are you?
Yeah, no one's watching, so yeah. I'm watching what I want to watch. That's I mean.
You just off the lock.
Because I'm watching what I want to watch. And it still gives me live hours. It still gives me hours. And people will join if they see them watching something interesting. I just want to watch this one. They could join it in 20 minutes after I pick an interesting video. But right now I just want to check this out. I love you anyways. I know you don't love me, but...
Bitch, please. You won't even get all.
Oh, you're on your period again?
Yeah. I can tell you that.
You did take
Did you
me.
see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why did I told you I'm crazy on my pussy?
Yeah, I know. not saying it's your fault. I'm just saying I would if I had the ingredient. The ham, yes, bro, yes. The ham, it's not that bunch of packaging in that package.
The new one I got.
Yes, the brand new one.
That was $5. I'm pissed.
It's only like, it's probably like 5 pieces of fucking turkey. It looked like a lot. I thought I had a lot left too, and then I got home today and made a sandwich. Like, what the fuck? I said, wow, I got one left.
I just don't understand why it was like laying on top of each other. But I think it has to be like.
To make it look like there's more, because obviously it worked.
Yeah, it definitely fucking did.
I thought it was a big packet too. It surprised me too. I was like, what the fuck?
Most of the people they gotta go to jail. Look, I ripped the skin off my leg.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Someone's watching, but I don't think they care about this shit. And
Bro, every time I leave, I gotta shit. Every time I go to shit, I can't shit.
every time you want to shit, you can't shit.
Yeah, like I was just on the back. I was on the 10 minutes trying to shit. Right when I get up, now I'm like, I'll tell you once I go back. I can't shit no more. Oh, fuck that one. Nigga said that shitty.
But you didn't say that.
I'm hungry, bro. I'm about to start eating my pillow. Weird ass. Weird ass.
Weird ass.
Yo, I think my brother left. I haven't seen that nigga in a couple of days. That nigga's gone. And I didn't even know.
So he wasn't that big of a burden after all.
No, I understand. I noticed him not being around, but I was like, I didn't know when he
Well,
left.
if he left or just like was gone.
She said that she.
Yeah, because I saw him like leaving.
The iPhone Air has a. There are.
And they're like, no, they're just hanging out for a little bit, and I just never saw him again.
Don't think we'll be reusing these clips because you don't really everything. We're also going to place some protectors on the inside of the camera lens to prevent scratches. Gallium is really messy, so I'm going to use it in this plastic tray to contain the mess. We'll take the gallium and drop it onto the back plate, making sure to spread it evenly. This stuff looks really cool. We need to let that sit for a while, and if this plate is made of aluminum like last year, the removal process should be pretty easy. It's been about 30 minutes. The gallium should have weakened the aluminum pretty well by now. And let's see if it did. We're going to take a razor blade and see if the aluminum peels off. So far, it doesn't seem like it.
Dude, I wish I had some pop.
Everything you want it. It's right here, y'all. Everything you need it.
Huh. So unfortunately, this is not aluminum, which means the gallium did nothing. If you guys haven't seen the iPhone 16 Pro transparent video, you should really check that out. Using the gallium was a lot of fun, but unfortunately, it won't work.
Over the last few
The footage you are watching was recorded just moments after 17-year-old Benjamin Elliott brutally stabbed his twin sister while sleepwalking.
Where's your son? Where's your son? Okay, we got it. EMS is coming.
The officers follow Ben's dad and discover Ben desperately trying to save his sister's life. After doing chest compressions for about 10 minutes, EMS finally arrives and takes over.
Okay, sir, can we take over? Can you step out? Thank you.
His parents, Michael and Kathy, were sleeping in another room when the stabbing took place, so they had no idea what was going on.
What happened, son? It was a dream. He said it was a dream, honey. What the?
Ben also made this claim about dreaming moments earlier when he called 911.
Harris County 911, what's the location of your emergency?
I just killed my sister. I thought it was a dream.
What's your name?
I just killed my sister.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
I stabbed her. I stabbed her in the neck. I thought it was a dream. Please, I don't want to die. I'm sorry.
How old is she?
17. We're twins.
Is she awake?
Yes. She's like barely alive.
After noticing that Ben was whispering into the phone, the dispatcher wondered if there was anybody else inside the house.
Is there anyone else there in the house with you?
There is. It's my parents, but they're asleep.
Okay, I need you to go wake them up.
Mom! Dad! What's going on? I can't think. I'm so sorry. You what?
Ben's half-asleep father then rushed into the room and found Megan lying on her bed, covered in blood.
Oh my God!
I could see Megan's face. She was gray and just, I thought that she was gone.
We're going to have to start CPR right now. 1, 2, 3, 4.
As you already saw, EMS took over CPR when they arrived at the house. Officers then placed Ben in handcuffs and escorted him outside.
He said it was a dream, honey. What the? I don't know. I don't know what she's on. It was just a dream, and then it wasn't.
I'm gonna do a search of you real quick, and then I'm gonna put you in the back seat out of this rain, okay?
While Ben waited in the back of a police cruiser, the police were still inside the house trying to console his parents.
What the? Never been anything wrong with him at all.
Although they desperately wanted to understand why this happened, their biggest concern right now was the state of their daughter Megan.
I just need to see her.
See her.
We can't. No,
I
we
need
can't.
to
We
see
can't
her.
have you.
Take a picture for me. Let me see something.
Yeah, can we see something?
No, sir.
After being denied any more access to their dying daughter, Michael and Kathy were then forced to exit the house. Shortly after, Megan was pronounced dead. While the forensics unit took over the Elliott household, Ben was taken down to the sheriff's office. His bloody arms and hands were photographed, and his clothes were collected as evidence. He was then taken to an interrogation room for an interview. While he waited for the detective, his demeanor was strangely calm and collected for someone who had just stabbed their sister. However, it is possible that Ben was just in shock after going through such a traumatic event. Detective Freder Munoz eventually arrived, and Ben immediately asked how Megan was doing.
Is she okay? Yeah, last time I know about, she was being checked out by the EMS. She is okay.
At this point, the detective was well aware that Megan was dead, but he's intentionally withholding this information to keep Ben talking.
So what happened, Benjamin?
You ever have like a really realistic nightmare where like just everything feels real, but also off at the same time?
Although Ben has never done anything this violent in the past, this wasn't his first sleepwalking episode. In one incident, Ben unconsciously wandered into the bedroom where both of his sisters were sleeping. He then stood in the doorway in a sinister way.
Ben was standing in the doorway, not moving, just kind of staring at us. His eyes were like barely open. And then we told him to go back to bed. And he just turned around and went to bed. We told our parents the next morning, and Ben had no memory at all.
Another time, at a childhood sleepover, his friend found him eating a donut in the middle of the night, completely unconscious.
You would have to have gone, walk over to the stove, open the box, grab a donut, and then walk back to the couch where he was sleeping earlier. Just the sheer confusion on his face, like he genuinely seemed baffled as to how that happened.
Ben tried to describe how he felt during these recurring episodes and explained that he was unaware of what he was doing until waking up. But the detective wasn't buying it. He asked Ben to provide a more detailed play-by-play of the night. Apparently, before Ben went to bed, he and his dad were playing a video game, which happened to be called Survive the Nights. His dad noticed that one of the knives in the game looked similar to a knife that he owned in real life, so he told Ben that he could have it.
Let me ask you, the knife that you had in your hands, where'd you get it from?
From my dad. He had given it to me that day. I was really enamored with it.
Once everybody went to bed, Ben stayed up late on his phone researching more outdoor survival gear and scrolling through Reddit.
Where would that phone be at right now?
somewhere at the crime scene.
Ben is claiming that this was all an accident, that he didn't commit a crime, yet he just referred to his house as a crime scene. The detective noted this potential slip-up and listened carefully for others in Ben's timeline of events. The next thing Ben said was that after browsing the web for a while, he fell asleep at around 3:30 a.m.
So you go to sleep. What's the next thing you remember?
The next thing I remember is, like, the feeling of stabbing something.
As soon as Ben stabbed Megan, he became aware that he was sleepwalking and realized what he had done.
I was in her room, and I turned on the light, and I was panicking, and I tried to stop bleeding with the pillow that was behind her. I did that.
After about 10 seconds, he realized his efforts weren't working, so he called 911 for help.
So I run in my room, and I unplug my phone, and I dial 911.
How many times did you stab her?
Just once.
Actually, Ben stabbed Megan not once, but twice. Sleepwalkers almost always have a clouded memory following an episode, so maybe Ben was asleep when he stabbed his sister. But the detective refused to believe this bizarre explanation. He wondered if the twins had any underlying issues that could have motivated Ben to do this.
So how's your relationship with Megan?
Good. She's my twin sister. I'd do anything for her. We're pretty close for siblings.
No rivalry there?
No.
You guys having any recent fights or anything like that?
No.
If he didn't have issues with Megan, maybe he had a mental illness that caused a violent outburst.
Have you ever been diagnosed with any mental illnesses?
No.
According to Ben, everything was hunky-dory. He did say that he was struggling with schooling.
I've had some issues with school stuff sometimes.
But his problems at school were pretty minor, and he was clearly optimistic about his academic future.
I'm thinking about mechanical engineering. I'm taking the SAT, I think, Friday? No, Saturday.
About 2 hours into the interview, the detective finally broke the tragic news about Megan, paying close attention to Ben's reaction.
I'm sorry people there are bad news. Megan did not make it.
I'm watching a video.
The chilling lack of emotion from Ben after being told his twin sister was dead immediately raised red flags for the detective. Although Ben continued to insist that he was asleep and that the stabbing was an accident, his admission to the killing was enough for the police to charge him with Megan's murder.
Hello, I'm Lynn Cannon.
And good evening to you. I'm Mia Gradney.
A 17-year-old girl is dead after police say she was stabbed in her own bed.
The person now facing charges, her twin brother.
Detectives trying to decipher what happened inside this Katy home early this morning. Harris County Sheriff's deputies responded to a 911 call shortly before 5 a.m. Inside, they say they found 17-year-old Megan Elliott stabbed multiple times in her bed, a knife on the ground. Her twin brother, Benjamin, was on top of her, performing CPR. But investigators say he is their suspect.
Because siblings are normally very close, and you really have that kind of bond between. But again, people have, things happen.
They seem to get along, one neighbor told us in Spanish. Just recently, he saw the twin brother pull out an umbrella to help his twin sister stay dry in the rain. How things went from that to a deadly stabbing has the community wondering what went wrong.
Ben pled not guilty and was released on bond after his family posted his $100,000 bail. Meanwhile, the forensics team was processing the evidence from Megan's room. Strangely, there was very little blood spatter where the killing took place, which was unexpected considering the severity of Megan's stab wounds. Other than the bed, the only thing that had a substantial amount of blood on it was the pillow that Ben had supposedly used to manage the bleeding. The investigators believed that the only logical explanation was that Ben was covering Megan's head with the pillow at the time of the attack, blocking the blood from getting everywhere. Ben insisted that this was all the result of a bad sleepwalking episode, but even his own attorneys struggled to believe this claim. They wondered if Ben actually had schizophrenia, just like his grandfather. However, after a series of psychological tests, it was clear that Ben wasn't suffering from any psychological issues. So they brought him to a neurologist named Dr. Gerald Simmons, who specializes in sleep disorders. After several tests, his conclusion was that Ben was likely experiencing a parasomnia episode, specifically sleepwalking, when he killed Megan. Ben's defense team hoped that Dr. Simmons' findings would be enough to have the charges dropped. However, the prosecution made it clear that they were not backing down, and in April of 2023, a grand jury indicted Ben for the first-degree murder of his sister. The prosecutors offered Ben a plea deal. If he pled guilty to first-degree murder, they would limit his sentence to 30 years in prison. Ben turned down this offer, and on February 18, 2025, 3.5 years after Megan's death, his trial began.
All right.
In the prosecution's opening statement, they told the jury that the sleepwalking defense is complete nonsense because Ben's statements contradicted the core principles of sleepwalking.
Number one, you have no short-term memory if you're sleepwalking. The prefrontal cortex of your brain is turned off. You don't have memories from the moments leading up to sleepwalking. You don't have a memory of the episode itself.
The next thing I remember is like the feeling of stabbing something.
Number two, you're not dreaming. You can't, because the prefrontal cortex in your brain is switched off.
You ever have like a really realistic nightmare?
And your final principle, confusion upon arousal, disorientation, not knowing where you are sometimes.
I was in her room and I turned on the light. I was panicking and I tried to stop bleeding with the pillow that was behind her.
On top of all of these inconsistencies, they also pointed out that the state of Megan's body suggested she was dead long before Ben called 911.
She's pale. She's cold. Her lips are turning blue. The only person that knows when the offense occurred is the defendant.
They wrapped up their opening presentation by ridiculing Ben's behavior throughout his interactions with the police, saying that this alone was extremely incriminating.
He calls 911 at 4:41. Hello? Hello? I stabbed her with a knife. He's whispering. And you'll see his demeanor in the interview. I'm sorry to tell you this, but Megan has succumbed to her injuries. And the defendant says,
As for the defense, they knew how ridiculous their sleepwalking defense was going to sound to the jury. So they showed the jury that their claims are supported by actual science.
Let's get kind of the elephant in the room out of the way. Is this just some made-up baloney as a really creative defense? The answer is absolutely not. During certain parasomnias, in extreme cases, victims have been stabbed with knives or hit with blunt objects. Ladies and gentlemen, Ben was not intentionally and knowingly committing acts against his sister.
They also suggested that Ben wasn't trying to whisper during the 911 call. In reality, he was in shock and doing everything in his power to save his sister's life.
He's saying things like, oh my God, I thought it was a dream. No, she's breathing, please, please. Please, I don't want her to die.
The prosecution called an assortment of law enforcement and experts to the stand and took the jury through all of the body cam footage, crime scene photos, and blood spatter evidence. They slowly introduced their theory that Megan had a pillow over her head at the time of the murder, suggesting that Ben had meticulously thought out a plan to muffle his sister's screams as he killed her. The only state witness that wasn't an expert or law enforcement was Ben's father, Michael. Right off the bat, the prosecution did something that shocked the courtroom.
This is a photo taken from an autopsy.
Sorry. Yeah, that's Megan.
No further questions, Your Honor.
The state's decision to force Michael to identify his daughter's dead body was reprimanded by many who watched this trial. It's unclear why they couldn't have shown Michael a photo of Megan when she was alive, but some believe that the state simply wanted to torment Michael for supporting his killer's son. They rested their case, and it was now the defense's turn. They focused on the state's biggest weakness, their lack of motive. They called several character witnesses to the stand to show that Ben was a consistently good kid, and that his relationship with his sister was loving.
Ever notice that if the sweet kid or the tender kid changed into somebody else?
Absolutely not.
Did you ever know Ben to have any violent tendencies towards Megan?
No.
I want to welcome.
We've just received a massive update on Jack DHY. And trust me, this.
Okay, just a little pressure here. Deep breath in for me.
Cutest little robot.
faster your company grows, the tougher it is to support your customers.
If you're still typing your coding prompts, you're leaving performance on the table. You're prompting cursor over 100 times a day, but typing detailed context takes forever. So you send lazy prompts.
Oh no! You think I'm kidding?
Seriously, stop. Oh, you stepped on a nail.
He was like, please, will you show me your boobs? I won't say nothing. Nobody will know.
You're just really all over me. This is police brutality.
Who would believe my word over somebody who is authority?
Disturbing allegations land a Springfield, Illinois officer at the center of an investigation into police misconduct. The truth isn't what his body cam records, but in what happens when he turns it off. One by one, victims come forward to unmask a predator in uniform, targeting the very people he swore to protect.
He's very creepy. And I'm most positive that I'm not the first one that's had to go through this with him.
The following is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. In February of 2021, the Illinois State Police, at the request of the Springfield Police Department, launched a criminal investigation into Officer Taylor's staff, a 3-year veteran of the department, over allegations stemming from incidents while on duty.
An officer came to a domestic dispute. My kids' dad went to jail.
This guy's a creepo.
That officer that had came there, I think there was 2 or 3 officers, but there was 2 in the kitchen, and there was one that came to the hallway because he heard that I had no shirt on.
On April 22, 2020, Officer Taylor's staff and his colleagues responded to a domestic disturbance reported by the victim's mother. When they arrived, she met officers at the door.
They're in the bathroom.
Staff up here. Which way?
They're in the bathroom, I believe.
Is that on the first floor?
Yes.
Okay. There they are. Come talk to us real quick.
Oh, she's naked.
Yeah, please get him out of here.
Oh my God.
Just come talk to us.
Again. Oh my
You're
God.
acting crazy as hell. Busted down this door.
I didn't mean to bring
He
him
needs
in.
to go to jail.
Just come talk.
Yeah, he needs to go. This whole door down.
You want to get dressed real quick and talk to us?
Yeah.
What happened?
We were drinking all night. I went to pick her up from her friends. It's been an argument since because her and her friends were naked, sending videos on some website. She's naked right this second.
She's getting dressed.
Okay.
While one officer remains in the kitchen with the suspect, officer staff heads down the hallway toward the victim's bedroom.
Once he realized I was naked, he was trying to approach himself more.
Ma'am, I'm sorry. Okay.
No, you're fine.
Okay. Does he stay here?
And he needs to go. Look
Okay.
at
Does
this.
he have any property here?
No. Can you look at this? He just
Okay.
completely disabled it. Told me that I needed to talk to him right now.
What did he? You probably don't know. Did he? Right. Did he kick the door in?
No.
Did someone let him in?
The door was unlocked, so he came in.
He just walked in. I'll let you get dressed. Sorry.
Officer staff leaves her alone to put clothes on and returns to the kitchen where his colleague is still trying to get the full story.
Dude, I'm the breadwinner, bro. I take care of my kids. I come here. I bought her a car. I got Mercedes outside's me. I got bank accounts with tens of thousands of dollars in it. I take care of my family, and she's just mad because we're not together. And I don't even know. At this point, I just want to leave, honestly, because my feelings are hurt. Then she calls the cops again after an argument, and now she's gonna false accusate everything. I supposedly kicked the door down and then rebuilt it before you guys got here in 5 minutes.
Moments later, the woman emerges clutching a torn t-shirt and steps outside, remaining with officer staff who addresses her with a gentle tone.
There's probably marks from the shirt ripping.
Okay. What's that from?
It's from the shirt he ripped off.
Did he rip that
She's
off?
got in a fight with her friend Kim.
Okay.
I'll call her right now.
Because I wouldn't talk to him.
Okay. Did he put hands on you at all in any
No,
other way?
he just ripped this off me.
He's definitely not going to be here.
We're going to court.
I can promise you that.
Listen,
You're
gonna stay. Her car's not even here because I brought her here because she was drunk at a party, man.
How many times am I gonna have to tell you? We have to get both sides.
Because I'm upset.
I know,
This is life.
but you need to listen, okay? We have to get both sides of the story,
man. But God damn it.
The longer you keep interrupting her and trying to yell, the longer we're gonna be.
Because I hear her lying. It's pissing me off. Last time I beat holes and did all kinds of and drove off and all kinds of stupid and none of it's true.
You have to understand. We go what's called probable cause. Okay, that's what we have to base everything off of. Okay, I haven't spoken to you.
Okay, I plan on it.
Okay.
Okay. So whatever you said to him, unfortunately, I'll probably ask you some more questions that he's already probably asked you. Okay, hold on. We're not going to address that now. Okay.
I'm just putting this out.
Okay. As for the time being, okay, unfortunately, I'm going to have to put you in handcuffs, okay, because you're under arrest for domestic battery as of right now.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
All right,
Okay.
let's go. Let's go. I'm going to jail. Let's go.
Okay.
The officers escort the man toward a police cruiser, while officer staff remains with the victim.
You do this often, or?
Yes, we just have DCFS here.
Okay. All right. Well, he's out of your hair for the night.
Though officer staff offers calm reassurance, her harrowing night is far from over.
Oh, are you kidding me? Dude, she was fighting with her friend. That's when my car's dented. Go look at the hood of my car. Dude, I'm done. Ever again. I'm so done with you, bro. Yeah, you lied again. So, good luck. I'm going to Pride Jail, it looks like. Well, I do love you still. Just know that, no matter what.
Probably the back one.
Here we go. Dude, get me out of here. I'm sick of this life.
Shortly after his arrest, the victim and her mother were shocked to hear an unexpected knock at their door.
Me and my mom were like, oh my God, nervous again. Like, what's going on? Did he already get out or what? My mom had came to the door and it was the police officer and she was like, it's the cop again. Whenever I had came back outside to him, he shut his cam off.
Okay.
That instantly popped the flag in my brain. So then he said, you are very hot. And I was like, okay. He was like, I definitely got turned on by you getting out of the tub or whatever inside. And I was like, okay. And he was like, well, I know it was weird I came back, but I just couldn't not come back and ask you if you would ever be interested in going on a date with me. And I said no.
According to the victim, he returned to her home at a later date, following a separate incident involving her and another girl who had fought at a bar. For a second time, her shirt had been torn open.
He said, I missed you. I said, okay, that's weird. Like, okay. And he was like, I miss you calling us. And I'm like, I don't. And then he was like, well, you should. He turned off his cam at that point. Somewhere around that point, he turned off his cam again. And then he said, can you please show me your boobs? And I was like, no. And he was like, please, will you show me your boobs? I won't say nothing. Nobody will know. Like, I just want to see them. And I was like, well, they're already halfway out. Like, my shirt's ripped. And that's unnecessary. So then I went back inside and he left. He's very creepy. And I'm most positive that I'm not the first woman that's had to go through this with him.
Why do you say that?
You can just
tell, feeling. So
you can tell a good officer to an officer that tries to take advantage of their position and what they do.
She explains that at first she didn't report what happened, as she didn't know the officer's name at the time. However, she later confided in another officer, finally revealing the disturbing encounter.
What did he say about that officer? Did he say...
It was like he knew.
Yeah.
He knew what kind of an officer he was.
Did he pull up a picture of him?
Mm-hmm.
Or like on Facebook or
of
something?
Him and his girlfriend.
Oh.
He's like, why didn't you do anything about it? I was like, I mean, I just felt like it's an officer. Like, who's going to believe my word? You know what I mean? I just felt like who would believe my word over somebody who is authority.
Other victims would soon come forward with similar fears, as even more egregious incidents began to surface. Investigators learned that just 1 month earlier, on March 27, 2020, officer staff responded to yet another domestic violence call, entering a trailer to find an injured woman in tears.
What happened? Punched me in my face.
You got in an argument?
I woke up, he was drinking. I went to the bathroom, broke it down, and I came back to bed and he punched me in my mouth.
Why was he upset?
I don't know.
Okay. Let me see your mouth real fast. I'm gonna try. Okay. Where's he in his room?
I've been recording.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go talk to him in a sec.
There's blood all over my sheet.
Okay. And what's going on, man?
What's going on, man?
I just asked you that.
Oh, I'm not in your house. What?
You and didn't get in an argument or something?
Dude, I have not argued with her. I have not seen her since like midnight this evening. I went to sleep around 2 o'clock in the morning. I got done playing my online game and went to sleep.
Okay. I'm gonna go talk to her. I got your side or your.
No, I'm coming.
Well, how about
What is going on?
How about for right now? I just go talk to her. Okay.
No,
here's the thing. I know she drinks. I know you drink. Okay. Would you?
I've been drinking, but I've been sleeping. What's going on right now, sir?
I'm just gonna go talk to her. You're not in trouble. If you were in trouble, you'd know it by now.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Well,
Okay, so
I know you too.
I'm by myself right now.
Okay,
So for this time being, just stay where you're at. Okay. I'd appreciate it. He's saying he was sleeping.
He's late.
Okay. Well, what?
Look at my face.
I'm not doubting you. I see it. Okay.
When backup arrived, officer staff returned to the bedroom and instructed the male to put on clothes and shoes.
What am I being charged with?
Did I even say we're being charged with anything?
Oh, well, then I'm sitting my down.
Well, no. I mean, you need to get some shoes
Figure
on.
out my charges.
Get some shoes on, man. Okay, I'll explain everything.
There's no reason I should have shoes on. I should be going to sleep.
Okay. I'll say this to you again. You're either going to put some shoes on, or this isn't gonna be the way you want to end the night. I'll promise you that. Okay.
Similar to the previous incident, officer staff placed the suspect under arrest and removed him from the home.
Wow, this is crazy, guys. I've not done any of this.
I know. We hear what you're saying. Okay. I don't want you to think that we're not listening to you. Okay?
Yeah, you're not listening to me because you go throw me in the cell and I never see either of you guys again and I get charged in court. What is going on? I've been sleeping.
Dan, you know I've been out here a few times. Okay. And you even said every time we're out here, everything's smooth. Okay. I've always treated you with respect. I've always answered your questions.
Can I just leave and not ever come back?
I mean, maybe if you want to do that after whatever the judge decides to do, but
let's go to jail.
According to the victim, it was shortly after the man had been taken to jail when officer staff returned to her trailer. He walked inside uninvited and entered her bedroom. With his body camera switched off, he put his hand up her shirt and squeezed her breast. She pushed him away, and a short time later, he left the home. But the intrusion didn't end there. Soon after, he began texting her, asking for nude photographs. She never reported the incidents, convinced no one would believe her. As the investigation continued, they uncovered more incidents where staff had texted women after obtaining their phone numbers while on duty and in uniform.
How did you meet him?
I was in a parking lot at Noonan True Value. Just got done inside and they were closed already. Officer staff, whatever, so it's called, walked up to the car and asked if I had any problems or if I was, he made a joke. He's like, some kind of drug deal going on. Or made a joke. I was coloring, waiting in the parking lot. So yeah, that's how it came up.
According to her statement, officer staff claimed he recognized her as a witness to a recent burglary. He asked for her phone number and soon began texting her.
What did he text you about?
It's kind of flirty stuff. It wasn't anything super inappropriate. Asked if I had a boyfriend and things of that nature.
Did he ever ask to meet up with you?
Yeah. I mean, no offense, but police officers are intimidating sometimes. And I wasn't trying to be like, leave me alone. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm not in town tonight. Or, yeah, sure, I'll try to swing by there whenever.
Did he ever do or say anything else or anything weird or anything like when you guys were texting or that night that he met you?
I thought all of it was weird. I mean, police officers don't usually ask you for your phone number.
Yeah. What did you think about that?
I thought it was just, like I said, it was something that I didn't expect to happen. And I wasn't in any kind of position I didn't think to say no.
With each new account, the investigation revealed circumstances that grew even more heinous. In April of 2020, officer staff responded to a domestic dispute between a male and female. In this instance, both were arrested at the scene, but according to one officer, the female wasn't processed at the jail.
Do you know why she didn't get booked?
I think my report, they said like her eye was too bloodshot, so they weren't going to take her.
So the jail said they didn't want to take her?
Correct.
Okay. What happened with her as far as like her charges?
She was issued a notice to appear for domestic battery.
Well, what happens to her after that you know of?
I was getting off my shift, so I believe officer staff gave her a ride back to her house.
Okay.
With the notice to appear.
Were they talking to each other or anything like throughout this incident?
All I remember, she was really intoxicated. I don't know if she was saying, she was saying a lot of stuff, but I really don't recall what she was saying. I just know she was very intoxicated that night.
And do you know, did he make any comments or anything, or did she make any comments before they left?
She was saying a lot of stuff. I think she was saying stuff about like or something sexual. But I don't know if that was directed towards me or him. I really don't remember.
I got you.
Because she's deaf, right?
Yes, she
was hard to understand, very intoxicated.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
In an interview with the female, investigators learned that after driving her home, Officer Staff walked her back to her bedroom. He then turned off and removed his body camera and began taking off his clothes. According to her statement, he told her he got her out of jail and she felt pressured to give in to his sexual demands. Eerily, she recalls him smiling as though it were a joke, describing him as a child laughing. He warned her not to tell anyone, saying he would know if she did. Then he took her ID and left. In speaking with another officer, investigators learn of another incident that occurred as far back as January of 2020, when Officer Staff and his colleagues arrested multiple intoxicated women who were trespassing at a Pillsbury plant.
You
alright?
No.
You need a hand?
No,
No?
okay.
Okay.
She got Shannon and me.
Where's the boy at?
He's up in like the 5th floor. No, he's not lost. He's not coming. I tried. He's trying to find our phones, but my sister.
She has your phone.
She has all 4 of them. But she hit me in the head and she hit her. Josh, look at her head. Feel her head right here. Can you feel her head?
No, I can't.
Please, right here.
Well, here's the thing. That's not the most important thing right now.
That's
Okay?
the most important.
Is getting out of here.
Okay.
Seriously.
This is not.
Okay.
She took our keys and everything.
Okay.
Took all of our keys and everything.
Okay. We got it.
Yeah.
Here. Are you?
No. She hit me in the head and everything.
I know, but you're drunk. Okay.
I am,
I
but-
see you have no shoes on.
Yeah,
Okay?
she took my shoes and everything.
Okay.
One of the two women, who are romantic partners, appeared to have a bloody nose sustained from an altercation with her sister while they were inside the factory.
My sister
Okay.
tried to kill me.
I know. I get, and we have officers out with her, so don't think that she just got away. Okay. The bad news is we have to make a little bit of a walk.
That's okay.
We have to literally walk
I'll
around
walk
the building.
wherever you gotta go.
Okay. So
Yo,
we're gonna, one
come
person.
on. I'll carry you. I got you, dude.
Pull that blanket up.
I'll carry you. Come on. I'll carry you. Come on. Come on, get over my shoulder. I just want to go home. You may carry you? No. Okay. Stop.
Each officer took hold of their suspect and began the long walk back to a waiting ambulance. Along the way, the woman with Officer Staff asked a personal question.
Right?
No.
No.
Nope.
Why not?
Why would I be?
Oh, wouldn't you?
Are you?
Are you okay?
Why would you? What? She asked if, why would I be married?
No.
While escorting the intoxicated women through one section of the plant, disaster struck.
I have no shoes. No cord. You want to be on my back? No. Oh, no! You think I'm kidding?
Seriously, stop.
Oh, you stepped on a nail. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
Got to leave.
I'm trying to pull it out.
Don't take it out! Don't take it out!
Despite the horrific setback, she managed to keep moving and walked ahead with another officer. The other woman, who had earlier asked Officer Staff if he was married, walked with him as the two fell behind the group. Moments later, the woman's breast became exposed to the camera. According to investigative notes, Officer Staff then extends his right hand in the woman's direction, but what he does is not fully captured. The body camera is then turned off for 6 minutes.
So the only thing that shows on these cameras is a little red dot that shows when your camera's recording.
Yeah.
And I do not recall it being on when we got to the ambulance.
In footage from the incident, 2 of the female suspects arrived at the ambulance, while the one who was with Officer Staff was taken to a police cruiser. After she learned she was about to be arrested, she made an accusation against Officer Staff, but the other officers didn't seem to believe her.
So not only you, okay, every single person.
Okay, are we gonna fight right now? Because you know what? You were just all over me. So stop.
Okay.
There's gonna be an issue because you were just literally...
Here's the deal. There's not going to be an issue.
No, I
Yes.
will get a lawyer.
Okay,
I will
get
a
one.
Lawyer.
Get
I
one.
will get a lawyer because
Cool.
you...
All right, you're under arrest.
I will get an arrest because you was all over me.
Stop
Really? He was
pulling
just
away,
pissing me
okay?
off.
He wasn't, 'cause I was with him.
No, you were
Cody,
not.
put on
You
the
were
car.
not there when he was... Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I got both.
You're just really all over me. This is police brutality. Really?
Yes, really. You're drunk. You can't
You
stand
stole my and everything. This is, he really did. I'm not even kidding.
One officer later recalled the victim saying something else to officer staff.
So what exactly did she say, and how did she say it?
That's why I don't want to misquote, but it was.
Did she say genitals?
No, something along the lines of if I showed you my I'd go home, not to jail.
According to her later interview, it was after he shut off his body camera that officer staff put his hand down her pants and inside her underwear.
Without knowing actually what happened, what is your opinion? Do you think that this is something that he had the ability and capability, and that he's the type of guy like this? Like, does the shoe fit?
I would not say it's completely out of character. I didn't like working with him. Like, I don't like the way he is personally. I've never had one of these complaints made against me. And the fact that there's just multiple complaints coming against one person, it just seems to ring a little bit of an alarm. Here recently, there's been a couple more things come out since I've been speaking with these other officers, and that's when we decided, there's a lot of coincidences going on. So that's why we all wanted to come forward.
On February 24, 2021, the Illinois State Police arrested Officer Taylor's staff at his residence and transported him to the Sangamon County Jail, held on a $250,000 bond. Staff pleaded guilty to 5 charges as part of a plea deal, including aggravated criminal sexual abuse, custodial sexual misconduct, criminal sexual abuse, and 2 counts of official misconduct.